The national leadership of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has described the purported removal of Chief Victor Gaidom and Chief Ita Idoson from their positions as chairman and secretary of the SouthSouth Zonal Executive Committee as unlawful and unconstitutional. According to the party, the action of the individuals who are also signatories to the statement issued in the name of SouthSouth Zonal Executive Committee is without lawful or constitutional authority and therefore should be disregarded. The statement, signed by the National Publicity Secretary of APC, Barrister Felix Moka, says Gaidom and Udoson remain the SouthSouth Zonal Vice Chairman and Secretary of the party. SouthSouth APC Organizing Secretary Dr. Blessing Agbomhere joins us now to speak on the development. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday. Dr. Blessing, the national leadership of the APC has rejected the removal of Gaidom and Udoson from their positions as chairman and secretary of the SouthSouth Zonal Executive Committee. Can you tell us what the zonal chapter's position is on this matter as we speak right now?
Yeah, thank you for having me on this show. The truth of the matter is that what you are talking about is not the position of the NWC. The position of the NWC cannot be ascribed to an individual who is a member of the NWC. Felix Moka, who spoke, is an individual and a member of the NWC. So he spoke not on behalf of our party and not on behalf of the NWC, but on behalf of himself and his friends. The truth of the matter is that our party is a very organized system, that starts from the ward, from the local government, from the central district in the state, from the zone to the national. The national is where you have the last recourse in our party. The zonal party administration system have their own modus operandi, which is guaranteed by provisions of the Constitution. So when a decision is taken or reached at the zonal level, it's subject to the approval or disapproval of the national, but not a member or one individual from the National Executive Committee of our party or from the National the National Working Committee of our party. The National Working Committee of our party has not spoken, and for that reason, even Moka has no authority to speak on such matter. To speak on this matter. So whatever he has said is presumed and assumed to be his own personal statement, a personal opinion as a member of the party and as a leader of the party from the zone. The zone had a meeting. And at that meeting, members of the Zonal Executive Committee were invited to the party's headquarters in Port Harcourt. During our meeting, we had our resolutions, which were supported by 2/3 of members that were present at that meeting. And that is what is guaranteed in the Constitution, that for a vote of no confidence to be passed on an official of the zone, there must be a 2/3, vote by members of that executive present at that executive. And this can happen at the ward level, it can happen at the local government level, it can happen at the state level, it can happen at the zonal level. So what we have done is very, very legal, and we follow the due process of law in reaching our decisions. You see, Section 21 or Article 21 of our party constitution, 2022 as amended, explicitly provides the direction, that a member of the executive can be cautioned or can be reprimanded for taking decisions or doing anything that is anathema to the constitution of our party. As a zonal working committee, we all have resolved and have agreed that Mr. Gaidom has run foul of everything that our party stands for. Our party is a law-abiding party. Our party is a responsible party, and we must ensure that we hold every leader of our party accountable to the party. Gaidom is not a law unto himself. Udoson is not a law unto himself. They are both accountable to the party, starting from the Zonal Executive Committee. So if the Zonal Executive Committee finds them incompetent and finds them unable to deliver the responsibility they have been entrusted, it is our duty at the zonal level to relieve them of such duties and responsibilities. And I'm very happy that I've spoken with a lot of persons.
Well, talking about finding them incompetent, we know that a number of allegations were leveled against them, including financial mismanagement, abuse of office. But can you just expatiate, tell us more about what these issues are that the zone has against these gentlemen and what efforts were made to resolve these issues before getting to the point of removing them?
Okay, now let me start. See, these issues have started not today. These issues have started close to like 7 months before now. And you see, I am somebody, I'm a reasonable man, and I am a very creative and innovative leader. I have been one force in the zone who has ensured that the zone is operational and functional. I have supplied a lot of ideas for us to mobilize party officials, party members to prepare for the general election. Because I have a duty under Article 14, Sub 14 of our Constitution to strategize to ensure that elections are won in every area, in every office around our zone. That I have done with all sense of duty. But in the course of doing all of these things, I discovered that Mr. Gadon was not committed to our party winning elections. He was not committed. I informed every other member of the zone. We prevailed on him. One, he refused having meetings to discuss how to win elections in our zone. Secondly, he never intervened in anything that has to do with the zone. When crises or issues or disputations happen from various states around the zone, it is supposed to be forwarded, or petitions are supposed to be forwarded to the zonal office for the zonal office to look at these issues and advise as necessary. But we've never had that platform. Gadon has deliberately ensured that our office in Port Harcourt is not operational. Today, despite what Professor Ben Ayade, the governor of Cross River State, who is the leader of our party, has done financially to ensure that the zonal office is functional, Gadon refused to make the zonal office functional. That when we were having our meeting, we had to force our way into the office and sat on the floor to hold the zonal meeting to ensure that we conduct the business of the meeting. My greatest joy today is that today we are discussing the zone. We are discussing the SouthSouth. Victor Gadon is not active. Uta Edosen is not active. Even the public secretary, who has never released a statement before since the inception of our administration, yesterday he released a statement. So I'm happy about that the zone now is not becoming functional. Victor Gadon is now running helter-skelter, begging party officials, begging party members to support him, to plead for his restatement. But the truth of the matter is that I don't want to prejudice the position of the NWC. The NWC, I'm a loyal party man, I'm a faithful party man. Whatever the NWC decides, I will abide by it. I'm not doing this on my own accord. I'm not doing this because I like issues. But I'm doing this to strengthen the party in our zone. I'm doing this to ensure that the zonal office of our party is functional. I'm doing this to ensure that Victor Gadon accounts, not just to me, but to members of the zone, members of the party. Do you know that Victor Gadon and Anita Odosen secretly, against the provision of the law, against the provision of the constitution of our party, went to open an account without any minute agreeing to open an account? And they have been operating that account without our knowledge. We only discovered recently that they have an account that is operational on behalf of the zone, which is criminal. No individual is bigger than the party. As a person, I'm not bigger than the party. So Gadon, whether it is chairman or it's not chairman, it's only one among equals. It's only one among equals. So it's not bigger than me in the party. But we have a lot of regard for him as at when he was chairman. And we did everything possible to make him, provide the needed leadership. As I tell you, nobody knows if there is nobody knows if there is any zonal office of our party in that zone. No zonal meeting in the SouthSouth has been called since the inception of this administration. And see, the truth of the matter is that the party, our party, is a wonderful party. It's a responsible party. It's a law-abiding party. It's a party that the people of the SouthSouth love. The SouthSouth people are in love with the APC. So many persons are worried about the non-performance of the party in the zone, as a result of failure of leadership. And I'm part of that leadership. I have to distinguish myself. And some other of our colleagues also have to distinguish themselves to prove to their various constituencies and various states that they are committed to the party and they are working for the party and they are ready to work for the party.
So, these two gentlemen in question, have they been given, fair hearing? Have they been given a chance to explain, why they did not perform like you alleged?
Yeah, like you said, before the election, we together approached Gadon to ask him, why are you not committed? Why are you dereliting from office? Why are you not joining our programs to help the zone, to mobilize the zone for elections? He told me that he's not interested. He told us that we are eager because we are new politicians. That he has been in politics for the past 30 years and he knows everything about politics. And he told us, he said, we will not even win the election. He was among those who were supporting the naysayers. Just imagine, how can a leader... See, let me tell you something. Even after the election, as a zone, we decided that we were going to caution Rotimi Amechi for making inciting statements against our election that we duly won. The truth of the matter is that the favorite election I've seen in the course of this country is this last election that happened, where an Okada rider became a member of the House of Reps, where a mechanic became a member of the House of Reps, where even illiterates got elected to become members of State House of Assembly. The person of Amechi, who has benefited so much from our party, who has been empowered by our party, who has been protected by our party, went on TV and started making spurious allegations that, can you imagine that? Started making spurious allegations against our party. Do you know what that means? He did that in an attempt to incite Nigerians against our party, and the victory that is well deserved, the victory that is earned by a pro-democracy activist, a man who has fought for democracy in this country, is the person of Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So with the SouthSouth...
Allow me to come in here.
You
talked about the chairman, or should I say the suspended chairman, being part of those supporting the naysayers. But there are some speculations that this crisis in the South-South zone is purportedly being sponsored by a prominent PDP governor who is reportedly about to defect to the APC and is seeking to take charge of the zone. Can you react to that, please?
You see, the truth of the matter is that everything that has happened in the South-South is being pushed to the same governor they are just mentioning. You see, let me tell you something. I cannot argue about that because it's not my business. As at this moment, Governor Wike has not come to the APC. And I don't even know if he has intentions to come to the APC. So whatever they say is their business. But see, the truth of the matter is that, is it Governor Wike who told Victor Giadom not to allow the APC secretariat in Rivers State to be functional? Secondly, is it Wike who told Victor Giadom to go and open accounts in the name of our party without following due procedure of generating minutes of meeting before opening an account, of choosing the signatories that will be in that account? Is that Wike's spirit that pushed him to do that? Is it Wike's spirit that pushed Victor Giadom to collect money from the governor of Cross River State in the name of fixing the zonal secretariat and making it functional by furnishing it? Is it Wike that asked him not to furnish the office or make the office operational? Let me tell you something. The truth of the matter is that they are making Wike look too powerful. Wike is not a member of our party. Wike only did what he did because he believes that power will have to shift. It is traditional in Nigeria for power to shift to the South-South because of the constitutional provision of federal character. So if he had done whatever he had done, that is for him. I'm talking about our party today. I'm talking about our party, and I'm talking about our party chairman at the zonal level dereliting from duty, refusing to perform his responsibilities. Is it Wike that told Giadom not to call for meetings of the zone? For the past 6 months, Giadom has refused to call for a meeting until recently that we all agreed to have a meeting. And what he has been avoiding eventually happened because he has been refusing to call for the meeting because he never wanted him removed. We have served him notices of meeting. We have served him his petitions on the reasons why he has to come and account to us how he has run the zone from his bedroom. And all of these things he refused. So eventually, we agreed, we had a meeting, and took a decision. And that decision we have taken, as we speak, is binding. Victor Giadom and Udosen are not longer member of the Zonal Executive Committee. They are still members of the party. That is their right. We are not denying them membership, but we are saying that as we speak, we now have an acting chairman of the zone in my person, and we have an acting zonal secretary in the person of Edet Ita. So we are all working, and we are ready to work for the zone. We are ready to reposition the party. We are ready to support this government and the next government to redefine the narratives of the Niger Delta people. The reason for APC is not just to be a political party where individuals gather to discuss politics. APC has a responsibility to the people of the Niger Delta. We as Zonal Executive Committee, we have a responsibility to the people of the Niger Delta to ensure that our party meets the aspiration of the people of the Niger Delta. So the non-performance of Giadon and Ito Edosen has affected the benefits that should have ordinarily come to the people of our region. Because it is the duty of the zonal regional party to supply to the national the yearnings and aspirations of the people at the zonal level. So this time around, we don't want betrayers and people who are into all kinds of conspiracies to be part of our system of leadership. So that is why we have decided to say yes, APC is a responsible party. APC is a progressive party. Only progressive people should be allowed to provide leadership in the APC.
And on that note, Dr. Blessing Agbomhere, I'd like to say a big thank you to you for joining us on Newsday.